It starts with a wizard, he's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
How's it going, everybody?
Bazinga.
Gosh dang it. That sounded really cool, though. Okay, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Flagon Slayers. In case you weren't here last week, here's what happened. So the party debated whether or not to go after West Vestige and all that, blah, 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 you know, yada, yada, building of plans. And then they stocked up on materials and traveled to the, I'm going to say, like, the leisurely city of Onoa, where Cirrus quickly became fans of the Ammonians, picked up some of their gear. The rest of the party was a little, but continued through and eventually made it to the Colosseum, where Goldfleet was waiting for them. They then exchanged some information and discovered that Vandrel, who is the captain of the Ammonians, is going to guide them into the ruins of Old Onoa to retrieve a vestige of divergence. And that is where we will begin tonight's session. So, the combatants have all finished. The Ammonians have won. Everybody's cheering. There's flowers being thrown out onto the floor of the Colosseum. Goldfleece turns to you guys and he says, "Well, that was quite a show, for sure. Where is it that you are staying when Vandrel finishes signing autographs and doing the post-game interviews? I can send her to your... I can send her your way."
I don't know if we quite worked that out.
No, we did not quite work that out.
We will be staying with you.
Goldfleece smiles slightly. "I'm afraid that where I stay does not accommodate for so many people. If you would like, I can have you put up in one of our finer establishments, if you would like."
That would be lovely.
I would enjoy this.
All right. So one of his advisors comes over and he whispers in their ear, and then he says, "Okay, everybody. I have been instructed to give you a little bit of a tour of the city before we go in for the evening. It is currently," and he looks outside up at the sky. It is currently 3 p.m. So we have just enough time to kind of show you around, maybe introduce you to some of the sites. Now, one thing real quick before I get moving. Oh, also my name is Eric's. Yes, that is Eric
Plural.
with yes.
Are there two of you?
Is that next?
No.
Two Erics?
No. My brother's name is
That doesn't make
Derek's
sense.
and I'm Eric's.
Yes.
But it's
It's a split personality thing. There's an Eric here and an Eric here, you know. Just
nope. There's just one. There's one Eric's.
Animus is name.
But
in
which
Swedish.
Eric am I talking to now?
You're talking to the only Eric's there is.
so it is serious. His name ends with an
These
S.
people are celebrities. Treat them nice. Treat them nice. Okay. So, anybody have any questions before we get moving? And not about my name.
How do you
Thank
spell
you.
it?
After him.
That's about my name.
No. This is to
Um,
this is to Jacob.
I was wanting to know.
Oh, it's Eric's with an it's Eric with an S on the end.
Oh, it hurts me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it with a C or a K?
That's with a C.
I like
So-
that less.
So it's ERICS.
Kind of hate that.
A lot of swoops. A lot of
I
swoopies.
don't like the way your name is spelled. You know, Eric, I could knight you.
It's Eric's.
Andrew, I don't know if you can knight him. You're not a king.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Surely you just go through the motions.
Okay, well, first of all, would anyone like to go for autographs?
Am I here? Am I still like?
You can
outside?
you've come back inside. You know that the you've watched as the Ammonians have kind of gone off the pitch, and I'm trying to use as many soccer terms as I possibly can to get
Yeah,
Zach's
I mean, you're
brain
there.
engaged. But yeah, you've come back inside and you hear this. You also you have not heard this guy's name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard something about autographs. I'm down for autographs. Y'all want to go get autographs? Let's go. Let's.
I don't really want to get their autograph.
I don't care.
know them very well.
I thought he meant we were giving the autographs.
That might
we're
happen.
giving
Some
autographs.
people know the Flagon Slayers around here.
I'm
But honestly, the things we sell the most are the Lochnar hands.
oh,
Interesting.
yes.
For my players, they're like the Hulk hands, but they're Lochnar.
Do that. You punch them together. It makes
And they go,
noise.
Yeah, it's a giant roar. Yeah.
Eric's, I have an idea.
Yes, Mr. Zook.
You could make contact lenses and call them glaucoma eyes.
I will put that to the marketing department.
You could do
Eric's.
You could also try selling Anzu's hemorrhoid cream.
Yes.
We do have an apothecary in town that's looking to sponsor athletes. If you would like to, maybe make a deal with them.
Really? So really?
Oh yes, I could also use some boogaloo cream if they have any.
Not
but
boogaloo.
I've been trying to ramp up my ingredients, but I couldn't find any goblin piss for it.
Okay, so autographs. And he starts leaving you guys out, and he let's see, Thea, you notice this because your perception's high enough. But as you walk past Eric's, he actually turns back to Goldfleece and he goes, and Goldfleece is like,
I'll look at him and go, "What was that?"
"Oh, it's a common farewell salute to Goldfleece. We go, ha, because we're revering. Let's keep moving.
I
Let's
turn
just
around
go.
to
All right.
Goldfleece and I go.
I do the same.
Good initiative.
Okay, yep, let's keep moving.
Oh, look at Boo.
We're
Party.
flanking Jacob immediately.
All right. So, does anyone have any questions for me? And you guys this is a talk and walk. So you guys are going
Yes.
down
Are
through the
there any-
Coliseum.
Are there any lobsters here?
We do have some fishing merchants that fish lobster every once in a while. It's not really
I
the
don't need fish. I
season.
need lobster.
Well, yes, I literally just okay. We do, but not all the time
I think it's
because it is currently not lobster season.
I think his dementia
Well,
is
I mean, could we
acting up a bit.
perhaps just grab one lobster?
Sir, if you would like to charter a boat to go lobster hunting, that is well within your right to do so.
I only need one lobster.
Well, there are a few restaurants along the harbor that sell lobster.
Are we going to go by there?
I can take you there if you want. I have been
Yes, I would
instructed
like-
by Goldfleece to be your tour guide / babysitter, and I am more than happy to take you wherever you wish to go.
Yes, maybe get the lobster, and then we can do something from there, right, Flagon?
Yeah.
Ah.
Now I do have a question for the Erics here.
He has hard questions.
This
Yeah.
tour
Mhm.
we're on, it doesn't happen to go through any alleyways, does it? Because I've had some bad times in some alleyways in this city.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I will try to avoid alleyways as much as possible.
He died.
He looks pretty
Almost
good
died.
for being dead.
He was dead.
Thank you.
anyway.
All right.
Eric's
Would not like
you're
to
quite
repeat.
nice. Yeah.
So you guys start to hear the screaming and cheering of fans as
Eric.
you begin winding down and you get closer, and then eventually you come out into this what looks like a meet and greet area, and just throngs of people are just surrounding, and you see that there's like there's lines and there's like booths. You know how like at like Comic-Cons and stuff, like talent like sits behind a table and then people. It's kind of like that. And everyone kind of has their own line. You then see some guards and stuff like that. This looks like a common occurrence. Like this happens a lot. Let me-
Man, you think if we would have sold merch here, we would have done. We could make even more money because we're technically the original champions.
Well, I have been selling my Boogaloo cream. I've been trying to get it marketed lately.
Okay, so we do sell some Flagon Slayers merch, but none of it has your likenesses on it, so don't worry about any of that.
You just brought
Isn't
up
that a
something
bad thing?
really fishy. That's just really. I don't. It seems like you're using. You know what? Let's just keep going. I'm not getting an argument about legal rights to our name right now.
That's a
Insert-
lot for another day.
Yeah,
Insert NCAA argument here.
I'm gonna go ahead and quickly note that one down so that I can give that to I just
Our legal team.
Rupert's great with contracts. I'd love to get him.
son of a bitch.
You know, if
I was
Locke
just
got
getting
it,
over
he would
him, Theo. Why do you
probably
have to bring
thank
it
you
up?
for it.
What's our bartender's name? I'm like I haven't talked
Oh.
to him in so long.
Sophocles,
Soph,
but you guys
yeah.
abbreviate it to Soph.
Yeah, we haven't talked about him in a long time.
Hunter talked to him last session.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, such a long time.
I was not there.
That is fair. So, do you guys want to get autographs or do you want to keep moving?
I do.
Okay. Vandrel's line is the longest.
That's fine.
But you slot in line, and the Goliath, or no, he was an orc, or was he a half orc? Anyway, the guy who tried to trip you earlier, he is also in line, and he looks over at you, kind of sheepishly. He's just kind of waiting patiently. You guys are standing next to each other.
What a game, hey?
Yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah. You a fan?
Oh well, you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
yeah. When when you see a warrior like Vandrel, you have to put some respect.
Uh-huh.
You know, and my kids just love her. You know, my kids love her. So I was planning on getting something signed, and make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
He's got all the stuff. He's got
changed shirts.
He has all of the stuff. He's got a bag, like a backpack, and it's like
with
all popping
with
out.
like the enamel pins.
There's 3 scarves, 3 different colored pins, like 5 different like play wooden swords that he can get signed.
It's a 19, Jacob.
19. You do notice that he has bought some recent stuff. But the thing that he has in his hand that you can tell that he wants signed is this little plushy version of Vandrel. And it looks like her current, so it's got half the head shave, the braid going down the other side, her updated armor. This thing looks pretty new.
I got the wagon.
Let me see here.
We should get plushies.
He does not appear to hear what you say. But yeah, pretty nice weather we've been having.
Oh, it's great weather, isn't it?
The line is slowly inching forward.
This is painful.
You got any kids?
Me? No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
my last relationship ended poorly. Let's just.
Oh well, you know.
Put it that way.
Oh, you know, my ex-wife, she's currently out on the raiding parties. Said she wanted more adventure in her life. I guess, you know, being a baker is just not that adventurous.
Are you the baker?
Oh yeah. I own a bakery here in town. It's called Orgamars. If you ever
Orgamars, huh?
Orgamars. Yeah, if you ever want to come by.
No.
Actually, here, I won't apologize. And he hands you a coupon for 15% off at Orgamars.
Oh, wow, I can.
I'm sorry about my behavior. You know, the divorce has been really hard on me, and
No.
I've just I'm trying to support 2 kids, and adventuring school is expensive, and yeah.
2
of you kind of stand there awkwardly.
The
rest of you are. Yeah, you guys can hear. I would say if your passive perception is 20 or higher, you can definitely hear this conversation.
I lean over to Zagon. I didn't know they're adventuring schools. I just kind of got thrown into it.
He does not care.
Now he's writing something down. So, Saigon, I said I didn't know there were adventuring schools. I just kind of got thrown into it. I just assumed most adventurers did get thrown into it.
I know, right? Yeah.
What did he say? He wants to go to school.
No, he said he's going to swim in the pool.
Oh. I don't see
Be dangerous
around here.
Well, no, of course he's not going to the pool here. They're going to swim later.
It gets to the point where Orgamar is next. He says, well, it was nice meeting you. And he goes to shake your hand, and the plushie's in his hand, and then he's like, and then he pulls it away and holds his hand out.
Yeah,
And then you see he goes up, and you see he's trying to contain his excitement, and he's just really exciting. He's really excited, and then he gets a few things signed, and then he goes off. You're next in line.
Oh boy. Do I have a writing utensil?
They have some at the table. They've done this a few times.
I cast prestidigitation on Cirrus to make him smell really nice.
What's the range on that?
Bacon.
That was your choice? Bacon?
Hunter, would you want your fiance to smell like bacon?
Zach, what would you like to smell like? Because
Not
Anne's
bacon.
thinking of bacon.
Not bacon.
Maybe garlic?
Definitely not
I
garlic.
can't.
It'd be
can't
20 feet.
I mean, you're within range.
Fucking vanilla, I guess. I don't know.
Fucking vanilla.
Okay. So you get up there, Sirius, and you smell nice. Yeah, you smell nice. So,
yeah.
as you get up to her, you see Vandrel has taken off her armor and is now in more like simple leathers. She's probably about 5'9", 5'10". Pretty muscularly built, but like lean. She looks like a normal tiefling, at least from what you've seen. You do notice though that she doesn't give off the same like magical essence that you do and that you're used to from tieflings. You're used to like a sort of fey energy, and she gives off more of a kind of like a divine energy, kind of like what Thea does when you're near her. She looks up at you and she looks up and down. She says, "You're new."
Yeah. I'm serious. How are you? Good match out there today.
Thanks. I think I understood what you just said there.
Hmm.
Do you want me to sign something or?
Yeah. Take my scarf off. Can I reach for like one of the pens? Can I take?
As you reach for one of the pens, she reaches for the same one, and you guys accidentally hit your hands.
Oh my god.
She does not pull back. You do.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, and she grabs it, and she with one hand like flips it around her fingers, uncaps it, and then gets into her writing position.
Damn.
Can you sign this? I hand her my scarf.
I guess I can.
Okay.
Do you want me to just sign it, or is it a message? Is there anything? Do you have a girlfriend you want this addressed to or something?
No ladies in my life.
Okay. No girlfriend. Noted.
No.
Okay.
No guys either. Just so we're on the same page. No, just a simple autograph is fine. Thank you.
Okay. So she signs it, and you notice that the pre-printed autograph that was on the scarf is a little bit different from the one that she signs. Hers is a little bit smaller, possibly because of the technology they're using is kind of stretched things, or maybe it's the fabric or something. But I guess I'll see you around. You gonna come to the matches more often?
Yes, definitely. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I do like really awkward like bow, and have a good day. Rest well. Eat your proteins, and like grab my scarf and like run off real quickly.
Thea, make a perception check. 18. So as wow. So as Sirius is bumbling and fumbling his way out of this conversation, you notice Vandrel checks him out a little bit, gives him a once over.
Hey.
It seems kind of like how a predator, like when a big cat is stalking something, like kind of that sort of vibe. Yeah.
A pret? How old is Sirius?
Not that kind of predator hunter.
Oh my god. We do not endorse these things.
Jeez.
I wasn't endorsing it.
Is it is it in like a sexy way, or is it like?
I wasn't saying you do. I was saying
Like a sexy way,
we
yeah.
do not.
Okay.
It's definitely some sort of interest there.
Yeah.
But the
Serious?
last woman that looked at him like this tried to, cut his
Yeah.
skin off. So
Rip him apart.
Serious? My friend,
Tried to.
Huh?
it's been a while since I've been in the game. A whole, maybe a week. I think she wants you.
A little
Her?
bit.
Yes?
No.
I-
Yeah.
Eric's comes over.
I think she
Okay,
can-
everybody. So Cirrus got his
Eric, What do you
autograph.
think about that? Do you think
I
that
have
she
no
wants
idea
you
what you're
to?
talking about, sir. Let's keep
I've been
moving.
sitting here
Let's keep
playing this sexy
moving.
music.
So he leads you guys out. Where would you like to go? It's
To
around
I would like to get
3:30.
the lobster.
Eric's. I actually have a question while we're walking around.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more serious. How many people have been sent into the ruins?
Oh, just a handful.
How many of those people have come out?
None. But we're moving, we're so over here is the historical torture. Ooh, should not talk. Okay, so some historical context. A bunch of really bad people were here, and they called this the torture pit. It is now a historical site where we teach people about the perils of torture.
I've seen it firsthand. I don't need to go to a historical site. Can we go to the ruins entrance and maybe get a little bit of
Where
like?
the fucking
Oh,
lobsters?
I wouldn't suggest doing that without Vandrel. Plus we have the place locked down for people's safety. But over here, you'll see the Great White, and it's this giant seafood restaurant. You guys are close to the harbor. Well, Mr. Zook said that he wanted some lobster, so I thought we could go into the Great White. It's one of our highest performing restaurants. But
This would be great.
I'm still curious as to why you want a lobster. But I will talk to the chef. He is a friend, and see if they've got any in the back, maybe.
It must be alive. Or, if you can take this cup and get some of its saliva for me.
Okay, so we're gonna go inside. So you guys get into the Great White. It's this think Joe's Crab Shack, kind of like that, kind of a touristy sort of seafood place. You hear some music playing. Some group of bards is playing sea shanties. It's a little early for the dinner rush, but you do see a few older people in there eating, and you see Eric goes up to one of the hosts, and they talk to each other, and then the host says, "All right, everyone, please come this way. We have a table for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eric, are you going to be? I
will
will
be sitting with us.
I guess I am. All right, so everyone, 6 people, please. So he takes you
Do you have
to.
a high chair for Anzu?
We can accommodate people of any size.
Good, good.
Oh, thank you. Can Eric sit next to me?
He needs to.
You bet I can.
Eric needs to put his bib on. When Anzu eats
Oh.
lobster, it gets. Ooh.
Okay, I need a raise. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go talk to the chef really quick to see if they have lobsters, and I'll be back. So you guys are now in this seafood restaurant. You can see the waiting staff come from all different species. You see some goblins, you see a few elves, some tieflings, some half orcs. It seems as though Noah is a pretty culturally eclectic city. Probably one of the most diverse cities you've seen in all of Taldore.
Nice.
I quite like Eric's.
I don't know if he
Is
likes.
there- Is there more than one of them? I'm confused.
No, there's
I
not.
think there's 2.
There's 2 Erics? Okay. So
Maybe
where's
we
the other
should.
one?
Maybe we shouldn't ask about it. Maybe when he was born, he was born with a twin, and the other twin died. So they just call him Eric's. And it's this whole sad backstory.
Oh, I think he is Eric, and the other one is.
That's a good one.
I think his mother just hated him.
It's,
Oh yes, yes. You know, my mother hated me.
this is a
quite
boy
bit.
named Sue moment.
Yes, yes.
So Eric's comes back after you guys discuss, and he sits down next to Anzu. You can use a high chair if you would like, but you can also just use
I'll
it.
just use his lap.
I have been instructed to lead you around. I have not been instructed to be your seat. So, and he lifts you up and puts you down next in the other chair. Mr. Zook, they do have lobster. I gave them your request of bringing a live lobster. They said that will be a little extra because that means that they're losing revenue by giving you the lobster.
Oh yes.
But if you would
I
like,
could give it back.
I should have asked this sooner. Sir, what do you want this lobster for?
Oh no.
Now I think it's for something stupid. Why would I think that? And he looks to you guys.
Don't ask me. I don't question. Birdie.
It's probably for something
Ah,
really intelligent. He's probably about to tell you how intelligent his plan is with this lobster.
I need it.
For what purpose do you need the lobster, sir?
I was hoping to collect some of its saliva.
Sir, lobsters don't have salivary glands.
Oh, they do. I know because I've taken lobster saliva before.
He's talking about the juices.
Are you sure it was saliva?
It's the
It was
juices.
either saliva or milk, but I don't think they have milk.
Neither of those things are true. Neither of those things are possible. Okay.
Lobster.
Ooh,
He's gonna milk the little lobster.
Oh no.
What is happening? This is a road that we've gone down at this point.
Caleb, remember when you texted us and said spooky episode?
God damn
Remember when
it.
you did
I really
that?
thought it was gonna be a spooky episode.
Yeah,
Well-
lobster scare the shit out of me.
This reminds me of the episode of Adventure Time where Jake's making the perfect sandwich and he uses a lobster soul in the sandwich. It's like he uses all these normal ingredients that are just like, oh yeah, normal, and then all of a sudden he throws a lobster, like he extracts the soul out of a lobster and puts it on the sandwich, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
That sounds a lot like Adventure Time.
Yeah.
So Jacob, is there a menu that I could look at?
Oh yeah, there's a menu.
I would love to look
Is
at
there
a
anything
menu.
in particular you're looking for?
I look at Eric's and so Eric's
It says I need lobster saliva or milk.
For what?
It's for my boogaloo cream. Would you like to know the recipe?
What?
little
You
bit.
found a cream online that's
Let
called
me-
Boogaloo cream?
Eric's,
What
please
is a
don't look at me
treat?
like that. Ow, the cat!
Brady, I'm sorry you're coming back to whatever's happening right now.
I'm gonna take out the boogaloo cream.
Oh, I've had my
paper.
headphones in this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lobster milk and all.
Oh no.
I
my gosh.
unrolled the boogaloo cream paper.
Birdie.
Boogaloo cream recipe.
The cat.
Let's see
Tell
here.
me this isn't copyrighted, please.
There is 1 whole carrot, 3 black beans, 2 cups of mud from the Fae, 1 tablespoon of lobster saliva or milk, half a cup of goblin piss, and then 27 lemon seeds.
I will see what I can do.
Now, to be fair, it doesn't have to be actual.
Well,
like,
right now, all I need is if I could just get the goblin piss and the lobster milk.
I might find goblins in the dungeon. Can we go to the dungeon now?
So Eric.
Keep those straight. We don't want goblin milk.
Well,
Get 'em
what-
We need
confused.
goblin piss.
Yeah, we don't want the.
Yes, Mr. Cirrus, sir.
what's good here? What's
I like the lobster bisque.
Oh, of course you do.
It's made with lobster milk.
No, it's not.
To be fair, it's like in Game of Thrones when they talk about like milk of the poppy. Obviously, you can't milk a poppy. It's just the juices that come from the poppy. For the poppy seeds.
So this is the juices that come out of the lobster.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Squeeze it.
Yeah, yeah. You squeeze the lobster. It's the juices that come out.
There's also a really nice mussels and oyster platter you can get,
I'll get that.
but
You
that
seem a
serves
little disheartened.
12 people.
Ooh, I
Would
won't
you
be getting
like? We could tip you, Eric.
No, sir, it's fine. It's just,
Probably
when
getting-
I was given the assignment to escort the Flagon Slayers, I thought it was going to be a lot different from this, but I am nothing if not professional. Please excuse me for a moment.
Oh, it could be cool. I could take you to a mountain right now if you want.
And he leaves.
We can't.
Everybody make a
Oh.
perception check.
Guys, I feel like we should be a little bit less hard. Like, I know we need to, like, kind of get out of the super harsh
30.
moods
I got
sometimes.
18.
Okay.
I got a rock.
I think we've disappointed him.
22.
Should we do something exciting with him? What should we do?
Because
Serious, what's your roll?
I gotta fuck me.
Nice.
The first one, but it's a fuck me.
Yay.
so-
Thea, you hear Eric's just let out a scream into one of the curtains that's hanging off one of the windows. You just hear and then he goes back into the kitchen. A few moments pass, and Eric's comes out holding a lobster as it's trying to pinch him as he's carrying it. And he puts it down in front of you, Anzu. Here you go, Mr. Zook. One live lobster.
That's good. Hold
Like
this
you
pinky
asked.
there, thank you.
Okay. Good.
I'm gonna milk the lobster.
How the fuck are you gonna do that?
How does Anzu milk a lobster?
Has he made the boogaloo cream before?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know.
Describe to me
I don't know how you.
how Anzu milks a lobster.
Well, you have to make it cry first, so tell it a sad story.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
tears.
Well, I could also get its saliva.
Oh yeah,
How-
the saliva, not tears.
How does Anzu get saliva from a lobster that does not have salivary glands to produce said saliva? Because salivary
It's the
glands
slime.
are not in crustaceans.
No, it's the slime that comes from the inside of their
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
You just get the slime from inside their mouth. You just scoop it out.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
takes Eric's
I'll just
spoon and
scoop it
just
out.
scoops it out, and then puts it in a little jar, and then gives Eric his spoon back.
It's like ripping the shit out of your own ass, but it's out of your mouth.
Perfect sense.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh boy.
There's no
Okay,
way.
so you successfully extract lobster saliva.
Doesn't even have to roll for it.
No, I just want to get this over with at this point.
It's going on for 20 minutes.
Thank you, and then I'll tip him. I don't know. I'll tip him like 20 gold.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not allowed to accept tips, sir.
We can buy him
I
something.
would just put it in your pocket.
No, nope. I could get fired.
Anzu, just buy his dinner for him.
Uh,
Is there anything else you want? Would
I
you
put
like
in
to
your
warm
orders
this?
already. I know what you guys like.
Put on the company
Well,
card.
Eric, what do you like to do? Do you like to, swords? Do you like wands? Or maybe you're like a ranger over here, good old Cirrus.
And Eric's just kind of sits there and kind of looks off.
This poor guy's gonna quit his fucking job because of us.
I don't know if it's because of us. I think it's because of
A
Anzu.
few
And then he'll
Oh,
come
well,
work for
minutes.
us. That'll be
Fair enough.
great.
A few minutes pass, and you guys get served this wonderful seafood dinner. It's pretty good. Everybody make a Constitution roll. I actually don't know if anyone's allergic to shellfish, so that'll be fun.
Zygon seafood. Even though he's dressed
got-
just like a cat.
A natural 2, which is a 6.
Okay.
Is this a saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, saving throw, I get advantage.
22.
That's a
I don't-
4.
23.
I would add guidance, but I think it's bad if I had to add guidance to eat food. I should have added guidance to eat this food. It's a 10.
So am I eating a raw lobster?
No, you're not eating a raw lobster. There's like oysters and different soups, some fish, stuff like that.
I'd like to say I pick around most of the food because I'm not a big seafood. No, I'm not a big like shellfish fan. So like I'm trying to.
I mean,
not
you're a bird
necessarily.
though, right? Don't birds eat fish?
Yeah, I'll eat the fish.
Yeah,
I'm not a big
birds love that
shellfish. I don't
shit.
like shellfish. I don't like the shellfish.
He's not big on oysters or mussels.
Yeah, yeah.
Or...
I don't like oysters, mussels.
I don't like
Try it again,
oysters
try it
or
again.
mustard.
None of it.
All right, so you guys spend about an hour enjoying your meal. You see Eric's spirits have kind of risen now that you guys have eaten and everything.
Eric's.
Okay, everyone. Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Animus, sir.
What brought you to Noah? Have you always been here, or did you come
Oh,
here?
well, a few years ago when Lord Goldfleece came, my family and I were farmers near here who had been terrorized by some bandits. So we came into the city when Goldfleece was here, and I have a job now.
Does your family
Yeah,
still
so
run
you've seen
the
us
farm?
fight before.
Oh no, we don't do a lot of farming anymore. A lot of the land was claimed in order to expand the city, but we were compensated for it, so that was pretty nice. My dad, he now works in one of the bakeries here in town, and my mom, she helps out at a nursery.
That's
Okay, so
that's
is there
fun.
anything else anybody wants to see? We can go to the historic district. I will say it's a little bit of a downer. You saw part of it earlier with the torture pits.
Take us to the really dangerous place where we're supposed to be killing a bunch of
I
people.
have been told I cannot take you there, sir. I've told you this multiple times, but it's okay. I'll tell you again. It is currently locked off, and we are not allowed to go there. And Vandrel is really the only one allowed there without an escort. So, yeah.
Oh, would you like to come with us when we do?
Oh no. I am not an adventurer, sir. I am a pencil pusher and a student. Nope. I do not need to go anywhere
What
near
if
there.
I ask Goldfleece and I special ordered you to come with us?
I would very much not like that. I would very much not like that.
I think you should come with us.
I think I shouldn't. So where are we going next? There's some live music down at the amphitheater. It's on the other side of town. It'd be a little bit of a walk, but we could make it. There's also a traveling circus that's here, but I don't know. I'm not big on the circus.
Is there a
Isn't
garden?
that Zygon, a traveling circus? Did you want to go to a traveling circus?
So one of the traveling sites.
Oh.
Eric's, I demand you take me to this.
Okay, circus it is. It's a little bit out of town, so that's going to be a little bit of a walk. We have a few gardens in the city, Mr. Animus,
Oh, it's
but
okay. If we're going out of town, I can collect things on the walk.
Oh,
okay.
he really wants to talk to the trees. He gets lonely when he doesn't.
Okay. Well, right this way, and he starts to lead you out of the city. You guys walk for about 20 minutes, and then you start seeing these large orbs of light that are kind of dancing around in the sky.
What kind of terrain are we walking through?
It's like hilly plains.
Well, look around
This
for
area used to be swampy, but now it's kind of been terraformed into more of like a hilly plains.
I want to look for some interesting mushrooms and flowers.
Okay, roll a
there-
nature check.
Is there some trees around?
There's a few every so often, but nothing, not a forest of any kind, really.
What do the trees look like, Jacob?
Well, most of them are still bare since it's not quite spring yet. But it looks like they are of the oak tree variety.
Andrew, did you know that that tree right there, that one right there is called the bare necessity tree?
I see that tonight is the night that the DM gets tested.
I rolled a 17 for my nature check, Jacob.
Yeah, you find a few mushrooms that are like meteor. There's not a ton around since again it's not quite
Is there anything
spring.
that has like some special? Because I was looking for some like special.
A lot of these are mainly used in like food. Most of these are used for food. There's nothing really like trippy or psychedelic in nature or diuretic in nature.
Yeah, I'll just kind of take a handful of these food ones and eat them as we go to
Okay.
Because I'm a little hungry because I picked around the food earlier. So
Yeah. All right, you guys eventually make it to the circus. Tickets are a silver apiece, so everyone mark off a silver. Make Zygon, make a perception check.
Perception. 14.
14. You know, you've been to a circus or two in your day, or at least you think you have. And this one's kind of meh, you know? They don't seem to have many animals. It seems like the acts are kind of old or kind of out of date. You guys get into the show. There's trapeze artists and there's lion tamers and all of that, and it's kind of, you know, like, where's the good stuff, right?
Is there the metal sphere where they drive the motorcycles around?
Unfortunately, motorcycles do not exist in this universe.
Do they ride broomsticks or something in the little metal sphere?
No, unfortunately not.
No metal sphere. Okay.
No metal sphere. So you guys all kind of think this is a little boring. Until...
Great recommendation, Eric's.
Hang on, sir. There's...
no.
I told you it wasn't amazing. I'm not a big fan of circuses, but the closing act is something to be seen.
Yes,
So then you see the ringmaster as the spotlight hits him one more time. Ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between and outside. Marvel at our masterful tamer as she takes her skills and wraps a creature so foul that even dragons fear it around her finger. And then the spotlight fades away. And then you guys hear the sound of crackling lightning in the air and then something in the top of the tent flashes by like a lightning bolt, darting back and forth, and then finally the spotlight hits it, and you see wrapping around one of the major tent poles is a behir. So for those of you who may not know, behirs are giant snake-like creatures that have legs that are around the size of an adult dragon. And they shoot lightning, and I think you guys have fought one before, actually.
Yeah, one tried to kill me.
Yeah. So you see this behir, and it kind of looks around, and you hear a bunch of people scream. And then, as it's lunging towards you, you see a gnomish woman leap out. She looks like she's probably in her, I would say mid-30s for a gnome, so she still looks very childlike. So she leaps in front of the behir, and it stops right before striking. And she starts to kind of move with it as it moves with her. And she begins, you see magic kind of coming off of her hands as she's kind of guiding this thing through. And then they eventually get to center ring as everyone, it's so quiet you could hear a pin drop. And you see her turn to the crowd, and she says, "See everyone, even the most foul of creatures can become as docile as a little kitten." And then you see the behir start to kind of slink behind her, and you hear a kid go, "Watch out!" And as she turns around, she stops it, and the behir fires a lightning bolt to the top of the tent, sending it through. The crackle still in the air. And then you see her kind of begin to charm this thing again as she climbs on its back, and the two of them dart out of the tent. You see everyone begins to cheer and scream as the lights come up. The ringmaster, "All right, everyone, I'd like to say thank you for coming to our lovely circus. If you would like, you can leave a kind donation at the end of the aisle there, and we hope to see you all again next time." And then the circus gets let out.
Huh.
See, I told you the ending act is worth it.
Impressive.
That was really cool.
That was amazing. Is there a sex shop here?
Not that I am aware of, no.
We can go to sleep now.
It is around 6.
I'm ready to sleep. I want to wake up early and go get this done. I feel like we're just kind of walking around now.
Yes, I could use some sleep. Eric, you want to go to sleep with me?
Not at all, sir.
Oh,
Not at all.
I'm in a nice hotel. Let me know if you want to come.
I'm fine, sir. Thank you. You guys make it back into the city. You are staying at the Silver Quill, which it's the front of it. It's like a 6-story massive hotel with a fountain in the front, and you see on top of the fountain is a phoenix, like spreading its wings out, and you see one quill kind of flying off, and every so often it kind of flutters to the ground, and then it reappears at the top, and then it flutters back down. You guys already have rooms paid for. They have bathrooms in them. You guys, if you want, you can take a bath, or just kind of get clean. There's complimentary linens, there's robes, everything. It's like a 5-star hotel. All right.
Is there a breakfast in the morning?
There is a complimentary breakfast in the morning. But I think you have to be here before 7.
Do they have octopus?
What is the point?
I don't believe they have octopus, and I am not the one who makes the hours.
That sounds like bullshit.
I am not the one that makes the hours.
Who's the motherfucker?
I don't know, sir. I just don't. I don't know a lot of what you ask. Once again, ma'am, I don't know.
I'm not complaining. It's not your fault. I get it. But I'm
Okay.
mad.
Well, I'm gonna go. It was wonderful meeting all of you.
Don't call me ma'am.
Does she look 80 to you?
I'm sorry.
Ma'am.
Well, considering that you're
Don't
an
answer
elf.
that.
Well, okay.
Are you trying to hit on my niece, you bastard? I'll turn you into a newt.
I'm just gonna go. It's wonderful meeting all of you, and if you ever need anything, make sure to ask someone else. And he leaves.
Right.
We're never seeing him again.
Nope.
Nope.
He's turning in his 2 weeks notice now.
We might honestly see him at another job in the morning.
Probably.
We'll probably go to the bakery, and he'll probably be baking for that baker. His dad or whatever. I forget which one was the baker.
Boop, boop, boop. All right, what do you guys want to do?
I want to go take a bath.
All right.
I want to go to Zygon's room.
Oh.
Okay.
Guys, can I not go to someone's room without having sex? I don't understand what's going on here. Everyone gave me the eyes.
We didn't say that at all.
Random.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I will-
Zygon wants to take a fucking nap, but you're looking
Yeah.
like,
I want to go to Thia's room then.
We are
Okay.
certainly not having sex.
Okay. So, since Zygon is not currently here, we will do Thea and
Zygon's here.
Anzu's. Zygon's here. Oh, he's back. Okay. So, Animus, you go with Zygon to his room. You guys have rooms that are across from each other.
Nice.
Go ahead. What do you guys want? The rooms are very, very nice. The beds are not straw packed like you guys are used to. They're actually like they have springs and everything. It's like an actual mattress. Zygon, your room actually overlooks the bay that Onoa sits in.
Well, of course it does.
Yeah, because you
I'm
know
the
the captain. Yeah. But yeah,
I would
it's
like
pretty
to
nice.
be bathed and in a robe and lighting candles when Animus walks in.
Okay. So, Animus, you walk in, and Zygon is wearing a robe. You can see his chest. How much chest hair does Zygon have?
Some.
Okay, some. You see a little bit. You see it's actually his chest hair is darker against kind of his palish white skin, so it's more noticeable.
Damn.
He's lighting candles, most likely because of the smell that is coming out of the bathroom. But yeah, that's the theme you walk in on.
Oh,
Is your robe, so just to ask, because I have to, is the robe bound, or are you just there
Loosely.
in a robe?
Loosely.
Loosely bound, okay.
Leaving things to chance. You know, just living on the edge.
Zygon. Hello, my captain.
Starting out
Oh,
strong.
what's up, Animus? How you doing?
I don't even want to play into a joke here because it's gonna go too far.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have a moment to talk? Are you expecting someone?
No, of course not. This
Oh.
is just my nightly routine. Have you never seen it?
I don't. We're on the road a lot. I don't know how you routinely do this at night. But
I sneak away, but don't worry about it.
okay, yeah, no, of course.
Can I offer you some wine? And I'll enter my
Your
alchemy
jug.
Yeah.
Of course.
You see this giant jug just sloshing full of wine.
Of course, I'll have some wine, and I'm gonna take off my cloak and sit down.
Okay.
Casually take off my cloak. I've got other stuff under my cloak, guys. I've got my leather. No, I've got my like
Oh my gosh.
my leather like armor and trousers
The
and stuff under
tension
that.
is
So.
palpable.
Wherever he sits down, I would like to sit down directly across from him with my legs crossed.
Okay, legs, full on basic instinct going on here.
You know where this is going, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should shape just alter self into like a beautiful woman, and then we really go for this.
I feel like this is getting weirder than it needs to be.
That's what I said when I walked in.
No, it's the appropriate amount.
I want to have a talk real quick. How do you feel like we've done recently in our progress?
Saigon's gonna lean back and think, rubbing his chest hair.
Okay.
It's left something to be desired, Animus.
Yes.
I really had hoped that we would take care of that. What was the
The dragon. Oh no, the
that
brain.
mind flayer? Mind
Yeah.
flayer, yeah,
The elder brain.
or the elder brain, yeah.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I think we have too many things that we're trying to take out. Too many things against us at this point. And you know, I'm not sure. Jacob, did you tell me that did Animus learn in game that the third name that'll come up on his arm could possibly be someone in the group, or was that?
Yes, that was in game. Yeah.
I'm just a little scared of, you know, like, I want to be fully 100% at my best when we come into into our final fights in the next month and a half-ish that we have left. And, you know, I've got the Baylor, who's kind of like, he's sucking a little bit of power from me, and I'm also obligated to him. And I know we've talked about, like, getting rid of our demons before. And I just don't know if getting rid of your demon at this point would be a smart idea, as much as we want to get you back to, like, your family and, like, maybe your normal self. But my
Agreed.
demon, I understand we're going out and on a quest to grab stronger items and make ourselves stronger. I mean, one thing that could make me stronger would be realizing my full potential as a druid and fully going into the way of the Raven Queen and not having a demonic character on my back.
No, it does get quite tiresome.
Yes. Like, I just, like, you know, it's like I haven't heard from him in a long time because of the war they're going through. But, like, I can just hear him every once in a while. I can hear, like, the, you know, like, the magic and the swords and the clashing kind of in the back of my head every once in a while.
You get swords, I get just like evil laughing.
Fraz must
A
be in
lot
a
of evil
different
laugh.
place in this war. Fraz might be doing a little better in his side
That's
of the
fair.
war. To be, yeah. But, like, I also don't know. I have Navarn, who's this, the stupid old elf, the super stupid old elf.
Super stupid old.
He's causing problems for me because I don't know where he's gonna pop up next, and he's currently in Singborn, which is the city we need to, like, go to at the end of all this. But also, if we all defeat Navarn and one of your names shows up, likely yours, to be fair, if the Baylor is fighting Fraz in the underworlds, in the underplanes, and your name pops up, we're gonna have some difficulty. Obviously, I'm not gonna go after you, but what does he take from me at that point?
I'd like to uncross my legs, do the Sharon Stone thing, and then cross again.
Okay.
I would hope you wouldn't attack me.
Of course not, no. Not only are you my captive, but over the past few years you're my friend. And it was hard for me to show that to the group, and it's been hard for me to try to come back from some of the things I've done. And I understand that, you know, not everyone follows the same thought processes that I do. But I do want to find a better way for me to live, and a better way for me to help out coming to the possible end of either my life or any of ours. So,
I agree, but how do you suggest we go about doing something like that?
well, the only way to get rid of the Baylor would be go to his realm, kill the Baylor, and then I'm free of a demon. And then we find a way to work through your demon after that. Otherwise, we're fighting two demons who are also fighting each other, and that just seems complicated as fuck. I drink some of the wine.
Good. It's good.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
I don't really want to go down to the hills.
No. And I don't know if anyone else would be on board for that either. Ah, but the other
Do we
thing...
have time? I mean, I could send you to hell, and I'll pull out my maul.
Oh, no,
It
no.
materializes in your hand.
I'm not sure I can beat him myself. That's the issue. My other option, I mean, I also could go to the fourth Aramente that I need to, or the fourth level of the Aramente at the Water Ashari, which we could do on our way toward or back from crossing over to Vasselheim anytime, or possibly Wildmount. I'm not sure.
And if we have time, I think that could definitely help.
Yeah. I'll talk to the others about it, but I wanted to get your opinions on it. How are you doing with... Have you talked to your family recently?
Not lately. Things seem to be okay. Maybe I should scry on them.
Yeah, I guess less communication with them for someone to be able to hunt them down is not horrible. So...
Agreed.
But,
We are usually watched a lot.
yeah. Apparently too much.
Right.
Well, that's all I really needed to chat about tonight. Just needed to get some things through my head, so... I will allow you to take your bath.
Thank you. I just got out of the bath, actually.
But you're lighting more candles.
It's my routine, damn it.
You're right. No, you're right. I won't question it.
Questioning his captain. Can you believe this?
Have a good night.
Outrageous.
I kind of first made
Thank
it
you. And I will slip into something more comfortable, and I'll take off the robe and put on the Speedo.
As you're leaving Animus, the last thing you see is the robe falling, and then you close the door right before you see anything that you can't forget. All right, Anzu, you would like to go to Thia's room?
Yeah.
All right, you knock on the door. What's Thea doing? Oh no. Why did I ask?
Intrusive thoughts.
I feel like she was also taking a bath. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's true. You guys rarely ever bathe, so
It's good for the soul sometimes to just sit down in a tub of your own filth.
yeah, a you soup, so to speak. Yeah.
I've never heard it called that, but
You soup.
You've never called it you soup before?
No.
It's
I don't
you
think
and hot
anyone
water.
on the human
I'm
race
gonna get out
has.
my soup with my
Okay.
robe on.
Okay,
I'll open the door. I'll look down.
Anzu's there.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
You came to me.
Yes, can I not speak with my niece?
I was hoping you would tell me what you needed.
I don't really need anything.
Do you want to come in?
Yes, quite a bit. It's a bit chilly in the hallway.
Okay. I'll open the door and I'll let him in.
Oh boy.
All right, you guys are in the.
So I had an idea. Right? Gardash is growing a bunch of plants for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I plan on using those plants as soldiers. Little tiny soldier boys. Give them a bunch of daggers.
I think we've talked about this. Is this what you need your lobster milk for?
Well, no, that's for something else. More of a deep dark bill. But I'm sure they would like some. Compensate them in fertilizer.
Hmm. Always heard lobster milk is great fertilizer.
Is it? If I'm being honest, I didn't really know it was a thing until a couple weeks ago.
But you want to use these plants as defense?
Most likely. Unless we can think of something clever to do with them.
I mean, I don't think it would hurt anything.
Or we could, maybe, pull one of those cards. Maybe pull one of those cards?
You want me to pull another?
Oh, yeah. I think it'd be quite fun. I've been thinking about it all day.
Jacob's like.
I can do this all day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's the last one. After this, we can, wait a while. But I want to see it happen. Oh.
You could have Anzu do it.
Do you want me to, or do you want to?
Could flip a coin.
What did you say? I can't hear you.
We could flip a coin.
Okay. Let's flip a coin.
All right, roll a d4. Evens are heads, odds are tails. Who's rolling the d4?
I'll do heads.
Okay.
What was odds?
Odds are tails.
Okay, it's 3.
Okay, so Anzu is going to pull a card. Oh boy.
I'll hold him out to him.
Let me grab my DMG really quick.
What's happening?
Nothing.
Are you pulling one of the cards?
No,
No.
they're different cards.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Pelor, help
All
us.
right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 16 cards in the deck. You will tell me a number. I will peel that many cards off the top. And then the next card will be the card you pick. So if you say 7, the 8th card is the one that is selected.
Okay. I'm gonna hand the Staff of Magi Thea real quick.
Okay. Do you want her to do a tune to it?
No.
Okay.
Keep that safe in case something happens.
You're only pulling one card.
Only pulling one.
This is going to end poorly, I can already tell.
I hate this a lot.
What are the choices? 1 through what?
1 through 16.
2.
My stomach just dropped a little bit. Jacob, stop. Don't do that.
Oh, no.
Why is it laughing?
Oh, God.
Oh, because you're going to have to make a new character.
What? Please don't say that.
So Thea, you see Anzu pull the card, and the image of a staircase appears in front of you guys, and then as the card gets bigger, you see a sphere begin to wrap around Anzu.
No, that's the
And then
worst.
Disappears.
Why'd you
and
pull
the
that
gate
card?
slams down in front of you. The card I pulled was the Ace of Spades,
No.
which is known as Don John.
No.
I don't know what that means.
What does that do?
You disappear, Anzu, and become entombed in a state of suspended animation in an
It's like one of the
extra-dimensional
worst
sphere.
ones you could have ever pulled.
Everything you were wearing and carrying stays behind in the space you occupied. You are now naked. Your cloak is on the floor.
This is going to be like the search for Anzu.
This is literally
Kind of.
one of the top 3 worst cards you could have pulled in the entire deck.
Let's see.
That's the risk, Caleb.
You remain imprisoned until you are found and removed from the sphere. You cannot be located by any divination magic, but a wish spell can reveal the location of your prison. You draw no more cards.
I'll be right back. She needs my help.
So, Don John is now removed from the deck. You see the card fade and disappear.
Oh, thank God. We got rid of that one.
What was the next card? The next card was the Ace of Hearts. What would that been?
That's so bad.
Yeah, you guys just lost Anzu. He just disappeared.
Why? Why are we pulling cards in a hotel room?
Because Anzu is an agent of chaos.
We should pull them on the battlefield where we need them.
Oh yeah, because if you guys were fighting Shavira and Anzu pulled Donjon, that would have been great.
No, if we're fighting Shavira and he doesn't pull Donjon and he pulls something else, it would have been great.
There are very few of those that are going to help us in a battle.
Ace of Hearts is the fate.
So I need to locate a wish.
Luckily, we might know one through Goldfish.
So if Anzu would have pulled one more card, he would have gotten the Fates, which allows him to completely change an event in history.
Well, that would have been
That
cool.
would have been cool.
It would have completely rewritten the campaign.
He still has his finger.
All right. So, Thia, Anzu disappeared into a sphere, and all of his clothes, everything he was carrying, fall to the ground. Now, this is not the same thing that happened to Grog. Grog had his soul removed from his body and transported. So, two different things.
Wow.
I mean,
those are the top two worst cards other than Death that you could have pulled, and Death is not that hard. Well, I get it. Anzu would
For
be
a
the
high-level
worst.
wizard, it's the worst.
Yeah, it would have been the worst thing for Anzu to pull, but it would have been the best thing for almost anyone else to pull.
If Sirius would have pulled it, he would have been fine.
This is a bit of a pick.
so what do I see? Do I just...
Nothing.
Oh.
You were essentially in a coma, in a different plane of existence. Now, just for context, this could be the Feywild. Anzu could be in the Feywild in a ball, like a giant gerbil ball, or he could be in one of the Nine Hells. He could be in the Blind Eternities. He could be in Mechanus. He could be in the Celestial Plane. He could be anywhere. He's not on the material plane, but he's somewhere else.
Great.
Wow.
Maybe we should go take care of the baby.
Actually, now we probably should. Remember that time where you questioned, would it waste time to go kill the Baylor and make Animus more powerful? No, it'll waste time for Anzu to be suspended in nowhere land, where we now have to spend weeks finding him.
So, when we go to break tonight, what I will do is, Hunter, I will randomly generate which dimension you are in, and you will know, but none of them will.
Jesus Christ. Let's just go to
break.
All
right. We're going to go to break right now. We're going to take a little break while the party recovers and tries to figure out what to do, and takes a potty break, and then we'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. So, Anzu, we have discovered, is in a different plane. I'm not going to tell you guys where, but Anzu does know, or I guess Hunter knows. But yeah, so, Thia, you just saw your uncle disappear after you pulled, after he pulled Donjon. And, yeah, what are you doing?
I guess I'll saunter over. Is Animus still in Zygon's room?
No, at this point he would be in his own room.
I probably passed Anzu opening your door. Oh no, I'm across from
I'll knock on everybody's doors and I'll be like, just kind of try to draw them out.
Theris, what were you doing?
I was in the middle of a bath.
Okay, so you hear a knocking at the door and Thea asking for you to come out for a group.
I grab a towel and wrap it around my waist. And
Okay.
I grab another towel and put a little head thing going on.
Okay.
And then I walk out. Yeah, all my hair.
Okay. So you guys meet. Are you gonna meet in the hallway? Is that what you're doing? You guys have a hall, basically. All right. So you all meet out in the hall. Sirius has a towel wrapped around him. Zygon's still wearing his speedo. Animus is cloakless, but other than that, still in his armor. And Thea, are you still in your robe, or did you get dressed?
I'm
Okay.
in my robe.
Thea's in her robe. Okay.
So.
So,
I was in the middle of something. So
are we all
could-
taking?
Yeah, me too.
Was the bath memo a thing? Are we all taking?
Yeah, everybody wanted to take a bath, but now we can't take our baths anymore.
I was gonna. Well, maybe I should take a bath.
What happened to the baths?
So, nothing with the baths.
Oh, thank God.
Answer's gone.
Oh, is that it?
Who does that?
Did he go
Well,
back to see his wife?
No, he didn't choose to be gone. He pulled a card. I'll pull out the deck. Don John came and got him.
No.
Who's Don?
I don't
Who's
know.
John?
He's the Don.
Is he related
Don
to
Friend
John.
of the Evans?
It's Don John. It's not Don or John. Don.
Don John?
Um,
Okay.
Point is, he's somewhere, I don't know where, in a little bubble, like a sleep. I don't know how to
Well,
find it.
that's not good.
So I just wanted to let you guys know,
Oh shit.
that's it. Meeting adjourned.
Thea goes back into her room.
Joe, do I know?
That sounds like a tomorrow problem, so I'm gonna go finish up what I was doing.
Pretty.
Do I know what Don John
By all
was doing?
means, don't let it go to waste.
Make an Arcana check.
Guidance. Oh, it's so good. 28.
28. Yeah, you know that this is a card that transports you to another dimension that is very, very hard to locate.
And he's suspended in forever animation until someone finds him.
Yeah, he's suspended animation, yeah.
Well, that's just great. We're so close to starting a new fucking quest to find all these new magical items. Anzu decides to go and take a nap in an eternal sphere in the most Anzu way possible. I'm going to see.
Listen, sometimes life throws you curveballs. Unpredictable. You never know which
We're-
box of chocolate. You never know which one you're gonna get. Anyway, no.
We're pulling out all the chocolates right now, right? We've got a second calamity.
We probably picked out the worst chocolate we could.
We have to find all of these magical items to even have a chance at beating what is now a giant brain dragon. We have multiple people hunting us. We have most of the people who were on our side, possibly not on our side. And now we lost Anzu,
Listen,
another member of our guild. We have no clue where Lochnar is or if he's coming back. And we have no clue what Braun's doing or if he's coming back.
sure sucks.
I am going to try to talk to the Raven Queen and see if I can get some answers.
Divination won't work, just so you know.
No, I know that. I've heard of this card before in my research. If there's anyone who's gonna point us in a direction, it's gonna be one of our gods. So
Let's go where we can get over.
yeah. Well, we
I
can
just
also.
want someone else to pull a card now. This is so funny to me. As the DM, I love seeing you basically make yourself squirm.
Is there a wish
I don't have to
card?
do anything.
I'm really not squirming. I'm like, we'll figure it out.
There is a card that gives you the access to a wish spell.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not really gonna bank on that right now.
Yeah, so
Clearly.
just draw all the cards. Just
No.
draw all the cards. Oh, we've gone this far.
Can I try one thing first? I would like to use my divine intervention.
Okay.
Try and cast the wish spell to find
Okay.
and figure out where Anzu.
Okay. Roll your percentage dice.
And I'll try every goddamn day until it works.
Every day.
And you know what, Caleb? I'm gonna use the dice you gave me for Christmas.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me right now. I just
Yeah, I
feel like
know.
I'm.
It's all on you, Caleb. Well, that sure did not work. I rolled a 96.
Nope.
Ooh, that sure could have been like a 6 or something.
Your god does not give a shit.
She's like, we'll worry about this tomorrow. And you know what? We will. I will
But
worry
you-
about it tomorrow.
You guys have
And
two
try again.
gods.
Oh god
Maybe.
damn! I can't cast divine intervention. All right, I'm going to my room, setting up a small shrine, and trying to pray to the Raven Queen. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Have fun.
Jake, I would like to. I don't know. I don't think I need a shrine or anything, but I'm gonna sit there and like. Really,
Okay, go ahead and roll a
focus.
religion check for me.
Really focus in on this one.
I feel like a shrine probably would have.
Religion check.
Yep,
That's good. 20.
20. You pray, you don't really get anything. A lot of static. Nothing really coming back to you. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before the evening ends? All right.
I want to
Strut
get back.
around
I'm not
in my room some more.
Okay.
Just
kidding. You should definitely spin around in your ropes.
Do a little twirl. Do like
yeah.
a princess twirl.
I'm gonna get back in
Right.
the bathtub because I'm stressed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call Rupert. Not
Okay.
really sending.
Okay. What are you saying?
Hey.
That's 2 words.
No.
Hey, with 17 A's.
A's.
Hey.
Why? It's
'Cause it's
definitely why.
No,
Always
it's
why.
Heyaaaa. It's like, hey. Never mind. Continue with your sending.
Anyway. Hey.
I love how you guys can do whatever you want, but then I can't even
Check
say
if
there's
you
an
want.
A at the end.
Because there's not, Jacob.
Mhm.
How's it going, babe? Miss you. Accidentally sent Anzu to a different plane of existence.
LOL.
Good night.
Okay, a few moments pass. Why am I not surprised in the slightest? Things are going well. The guild is under control, and if you need help, let me know. And then, I miss you too.
I'm gonna just cast sending one more time.
Okay.
If you know where I can find a wish spell, that would be great. Or, yeah, just that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Few more moments pass. I could speak to Linares and see what she thinks. I'll leave out the part about Anzu transporting himself to a different dimension. Then it ends.
Much appreciated.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
All right. Would anyone else like to do anything before the evening ends? All right. So everybody benefits from a long rest. including Anzu.
Yay.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have a really long rest, buddy. Let me tell you. Yeah. So, yeah, you guys all have a long rest. I'm very thrown off by what happened with Anzu. My brain is having to process.
What do now?
What do now? Oh no. But you guys awaken. There's a knock at each of your doors as a kind of a morning wake up call.
What
It's around
time is
six.
it?
Is it
It's around.
before 7 for breakfast?
It's 6 a.m.
Gross, but okay.
You guys have an hour for breakfast.
It's
Plenty of time.
insanity. That's worse than fast food breakfast ending at 10:30.
That is
Bro,
worse.
right?
That's the
Which
worst
pisses
thing.
me off greatly. Why
What
isn't
happened
it
to-
end at 11?
What happened to all day breakfast?
That's true also, but what happened? Like, what about 11?
11.
Do you think
would be
between
perfect.
10:30 and 11, I really just want a full-on lunch meal?
Yes.
No.
At 10:31, you stop wanting pancakes and start wanting Big Macs. Obviously.
No.
All right. So you guys get your breakfast. It's not nearly as good as the guild hall, but it'll pass. It's a hotel breakfast. What do you expect?
Make your own waffles.
Yeah, it's like make your own. Well, there's scrambled eggs and like on like a hot plate. It's weird. It's not.
Gross.
Do they have like a guy who will like make you an omelet in front of you?
No, it's not that kind of.
I thought it was a 5-star hotel.
It is, but the 5 stars does not come from the complimentary
It's
breakfast.
the baths.
It's the
Yeah,
bath.
it's the baths and the massage parlor and
I did not
and-
indulge in a bath.
yeah, makes
I
sense.
should've. Just kidding.
I'm imagining that Kinku bathe like how birds do, so they like draw a pool of water and then they like take their beak and then they dip their beak in and then clean their feathers with. Anyway,
I would love to see it.
Fluff out and
We just
everything.
walk. We walk downstairs and Animus is like standing in the pond, like or in the fountain in the hotel, just
yeah, just doing it. Yeah. So as you guys are eating, you guys notice Vandrel walk in dressed in her full gear, and she goes up to the front desk and asks them, "You presume about you?" And then they point over to you guys as you're like stuffing your faces and just being adventurers. And she walks over. You see, she's got her shield that has the face of a kind of a tannish-skinned woman. With long hair flowing, and as the hair flows down the shoulders, it turns into a road that goes behind her, kind of like a 3D image.
Jacob. I purposely leave like a little bit of gravy
Okay.
on my
Okay.
cheek.
Oh no.
Well, good morning, everyone. Oh, you're the fanboy from the stadium.
Oof, you hate to hear that.
Oh.
You got something a little right there.
Right here.
Nope, other side.
Other.
Yep, other side. Yep, you got it.
Look at that. I
Yep.
get a napkin and
Okay, yeah. Well, I was told there was one more of you.
Ah.
Today.
Okay, fine with me. We keep rolling down the road, huh?
Can we talk
All
to
right.
Gold Fleece before we head into the dungeon?
I was instructed to get you there quickly, but if you want to go talk to Goldfleece, that's your prerogative. I can wait outside.
We probably need to.
Yeah, we probably need to talk to him.
All right.
It's
I'm just going to grab some of these, and you see she pulls out a knife and just skewers one of the hams that's like on the carving station. She just grabs the whole thing and pulls it off. And then you see her flip her shield around and put it on top as you guys are walking. She like carves off of it and grabs it with a knife and starts eating it.
that was a pretty cool fight you guys had yesterday.
Oh yeah. The 5 to 9ers are kind of a pushover, but
Yeah,
they sell seats.
for sure. Sorry, I'm just a little thrown off and stuff.
Well, when I was told that I was going to go with the Flagon Slayers down into that crypt, I was pretty excited. You guys are like legends.
Really?
Well, I mean, I bought the Lochnar hands.
Oh, the ones where you like punch them together.
Yeah, and he goes, "Bruh," yeah, and then sometimes, like every fifth hit, he just burps.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just
I
one of
didn't
those.
think I did that.
It's one of those things where you win a big fight like that, and then you start taking on some serious adventures, and then a lot of things happen. You know, we don't have a couple members of our guild anymore, and it's been a little tough over the past few months with some of the quests we've been on. So we're looking for a big win today, and we're excited to work with you on that.
Oh well, as long as I can help cleanse the temple, I'm fine. Once we get that done, though, I'll probably be moving on.
Of course, yes.
I don't like staying in one place for too long.
Yeah, I mean, just helping us with that is we need someone here. Considering Anzu is not here with us right now.
Yeah, that's weird. Where'd he go? Isn't he like your big, like
He's
shoots
definitely not
fireballs
big, no.
everywhere?
His hemorrhoids have flared up.
Oh, my grandpa had those.
He needed to go back to Amon to get more boogaloo cream.
Apparently, the lobster milk wasn't enough.
It wasn't. He had to find the goblin piss, and they only have that.
That's what it was.
They only have a special one in Amon at one of the stores he has coupons with.
High quality goblin.
High quality goblin piss. Anyways.
Well, here we are. I'll wait outside. I think Gold Fleece is in. I think they're prepping for the next match. They're wanting to add fire or something. I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention. I won't be here for the next one anyway. So.
They're getting creative.
All right, so you guys go up into Gold Fleece's chamber. He's there planning with all of his advisors, and you see Eric's there, and he sees you guys, and he immediately, and he walks over to you.
Eric.
Good morning, everyone. I didn't think you were supposed to be here. Where's Mr. Zook?
Hemorrhoids flared up.
Oh.
He's not here to annoy you. So.
Oh, he wasn't annoying.
Eric's.
Yes, he was.
Eric's.
Yes, he was.
I'm gonna grab Eric's
No, but-
shoulder. Eric's. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm just trying to be professional, sir.
No,
it's
it's okay.
all fine.
No,
My
he's
boss.
not.
No.
My bosses are right there, and I don't want
It's
them to
okay.
think that
Hey,
I did a bad job.
He
And
didn't.
It's okay.
I don't know. I just want to make okay.
When you've
Well,
been adventuring
I'll-
for as long as he has, it does things to your brain, and it comes out when we're not in serious times. So.
Okay. Well, I'll let them know you're here. And he walks over and tells Gold Fleece, and Gold Fleece turns to you guys. So, is there a problem? What's wrong? Why are we here and not cleansing the temple?
We're getting to it. Could we speak privately? Just maybe they go away for a second.
Sure. And you see him, and you see the entire room, goes silent.
Okay.
And he walks out into the hall. Okay. They won't be able to hear anything in there, and we can't hear anything from there. So we should be good.
Right. So I lied. Anzu's hemorrhoids did not flare up.
Oh no, I couldn't. A sphinx could never see through such an amazing ruse as that. What did Mr. Zook do?
He pulled a card from the deck of many things. He pulled Don John.
Okay. Haven't heard that in a few hundred years. Well, what would you ask of me?
Would you have any way of knowing how we could acquire a wish spell?
Or another way of finding what plane
Wait,
he's
Gold
on.
Fleece knows where I am.
Gold Fleece cannot know where you are. He is a being of divination. His magic doesn't even work.
Okay. I thought.
Gold Fleece can't. So even with a Sphinx's ability to divine things, it still won't work. Well, there's a few wizards who work for the Lyceum that possibly could help you. you in Marquette. I'm under the impression that Linares has returned to the living. Perhaps she could help you. That staff that you carry, that was Anzu's, correct?
Yes.
Or is Anzu's.
I guess
Yes.
Linares could use that if we needed her to.
She could indeed use that, but still the subject of figuring out where he is. I do not have access to the magic in which you need. I am assuming your best bet would be Linares, but she might,
Get upset.
perhaps. I mean, wouldn't you? Then again, she married Anzu, so she knew what she was in for.
That's true.
I will reach out to some of my contacts. I will see if they can perhaps find something. It's going to be a lot to ask a wizard to use a wish spell. They can only be used every so often. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but they are very draining.
Oh. We'll do, or at least I will do whatever I can to make it worth their while.
Well, I would suggest continuing with your work with Vandal. It shouldn't take
Yeah.
too long. The Flagon Slayers, the champions.
Hey,
Shouldn't take
we've
you long
made
at
it
all.
without Lochnar and Braun for a while. We made it without Thea
That
for a
reminds
while.
me. Do you think you could send a message for Lochnar? We're wanting to record more lines for the Lochnar hands.
Yeah, we can talk to him.
We've talked to him before. That's how we got
Yeah.
the first generation of them made. But, you know.
Once we do this.
Yeah.
Also, we have other toys that we're wanting to sell, but I wanted to discuss them with you first. But we can talk about that some other time. We also have a line of candy that we're calling Zygon's Eldritch Blasts, and they're like a sour candy that kind of pops in your mouth.
I'm in.
I heard a yes. Actually, here. And he goes back into the room, and you can see they weren't planning the next match. They're planning the next rollout of toys and other products. So he goes in, and he hands you each what looks like a small gumball. And it's like green, and kind of coated in like that sour candy, coating. And he hands you each one. Let me know how they taste. I think that they're quite good, and they pucker pretty well too.
I just love the idea of
Love a
these
good pucker.
extremely powerful beings constantly doing things so far below. Like they're like Frederick does the same stuff. He's just like
You know why?
It's because
the greatest power in the universe, money.
And they know that.
I was gonna say friendship, but
Nerd.
French.
You think we're friends?
I think this isn't for monetary gain.
Goldfleece, I have another request. I actually, first question, do you think we're gonna... Never mind. Only question.
Great question, Animus. Great.
Well, I don't want to ask too many questions here. Do you want, would you be able to send out a message to members of the Ashari is that possible, or do you not, like, would that take something? Because it would be hard.
I don't have a lot of relation with Ashari.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you had any connections or something.
Not entirely. The security network that they established a few hundred years ago was not including Onoa, but we are planning on getting added to it.
We can reach out to them. It's okay. My plan was to if we can get a pretty good amount of druids in whatever plane Anzu's in, if I can get some of the lower members, druid magic can cast a pretty good amount of help on using different beasts and other species, and to our advantage in looking and covering the most ground. So we may be able to message them individually if Thea might be able to. So.
Oh, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. I myself would only be able to do it to a couple creatures, but if we had 10 to 15 druids, we could cover a good amount of ground in a couple days. So,
Well, good luck, and I'll try my best.
thank you.
Also, let me know what you think of the candy. We're thinking of running a whole line. Really though, like, let me know.
Well, I guess we'll do this dungeon without Anzu. We should be fine, like you said, with the Flagon Slayers.
Exactly, you're the Flagon Slayers.
We've got one. We've got.
It's just the fact that, you know, the ones that won, that's 3 people different now. No offense to you, Sirius. I'm sure you're great.
Oh yeah, the winning.
You seem amazing.
The winning team was myself, and Anzu and Braun, and 2 of those.
2 of those people aren't here.
Not here.
But I know you'll do great.
We'll
I have
do
full
great
faith.
Things. Great things.
I have full faith.
We'll do the best things. We have a great captain in Zygon, and we have one of the greatest rangers possibly we could ever know in Cirrus. And myself and Thea, not too shabby ourselves. So.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Us support characters.
Couldn't have said it better.
All right, so you guys leave. Vandrel's still out there. You see that she has finished the ham that she was eating, and she actually has the bone left over, and she throws it to one of the stray dogs of the city. So she begins to stretch. So, you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Okay then. And there's no one else we need to pick up, nowhere else we need to be, because this is kind of a time-sensitive thing.
Nope.
Nope, we are good.
We're going in.
Okay. So you guys spend about an hour walking through the city until you get to the outskirts, and then you eventually get to more of a swampy area. You see old buildings that, like, all that's left is the stone frames. Everything's kind of falling apart. And then you feel the temperature dropping as you're getting further and further in. It goes from a nice, temperate, you know, ocean-warmed air to kind of a chill. Temperature drops to probably about 50 degrees. It's not too cold, but, you know, it's noticeable. And you eventually get to what looks like this large temple that has crumbled into ruin. And you see these small blue orbs that look like floating fire kind of bobbing through the area, kind of dotting the area. Vandrel stops you all. She says, "Okay, we're here. I need everyone to follow my lead. Be very, very careful. And if you do get caught, scream.
Caught by what?
You'll know what I mean. Just don't get too close to that fire." All right, so I need everybody to make a stealth check.
Can I cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us?
You may.
Is it plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Ooh. Okay. 39.
39. Okay.
I'm adding guidance to myself.
28.
27.
20.
It's 31. Okay. So you all begin to sneak through, not really drawing any attention to yourself. But as you get further in, you start to see people walking around, kind of aimlessly. You see, like, a small kid. You see, like, an older man who looks maybe like a blacksmith or maybe something like that. You see a few different women from different levels of society, but they're all kind of walking around aimlessly, like nothing really, no expression, just kind of looking around. Those poor people. Well, that's what happens when you make a wrong turn, I guess.
Like ghosts, Jacob.
They are not. They are clearly flesh. They're not see-through.
Are you not able to help them, Vandril, or?
It's best not to get close to them. They're being possessed currently. So,
so if
like I said, don't get close to the blue
so
fire.
if we clear this place out, we're able to.
They should be okay,
save
in
them?
theory. In theory. If not, then we can always exercise a few ghosts. That's not too hard.
Yeah, we just don't want to exercise them and then have them get We just want to get
Yeah,
to the
it's
source
very, very
first.
dangerous for
Right.
very dangerous for them. It's actually safer if we keep them in this state for now.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have any rope? Okay, good.
I have a ton in our.
Oh yeah, did we rob him or anything?
Technically,
Oh,
you
wait, I
have
have all his
you
stuff.
have all of his stuff.
Anzu, do you have rope?
We have a bunch
You
of
have
rope in the bag of
50
holding.
feet.
You have his rope. You have all the potions he bought. You have the scrolls that he was carrying. You have his entire
We just
inventory.
start burning all of it. We start
Yeah.
using all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, what does this scroll do? Poof! Oh, oops! I accidentally
Oh.
used a scroll of fireball at 9th level. My bad.
Well, yeah, you guys have to be careful. Anzu could use that stuff without consequence because of his magic school, but you guys can't. So be careful. All right. So while they were excavating this, the Archaeological Society, they came upon this temple, and they hit one too many rocks, and the entire floor caved in, and it released a bunch of ghosts. Yeah.
Spooky.
It's a little scary. It's the thing that I hate about it is we all go on journeys and these people can't finish theirs.
Mm.
Anyway, so who has the rope?
I'll pull out 50 feet of rope from our bag of holding.
Okay. So she ties it to a large, cracked pillar that's nearby, and she throws it over the edge. Okay, who's first?
Our ranger's a great first person to go through.
Yep, I will. I got this, guys.
I give him a little elbow.
It's our ranger.
That's our ranger.
Or is it just like
Just a full drop. It's completely dark. You can't see.
Well, all right. I will. I'll go. I'll start climbing down.
All right, I need you to make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Actually, this would be a acrobatics check.
Is it dark in here?
It is.
I don't have my dark vision goggles on, so I'm gonna have to light a torch.
So the sun is out, so you guys can see. There's no roof to this building, so up here you can, but as you get lower, it's gonna be harder to see.
Okay. When we get to a point where I start not being able to see, I'm gonna cast produce flame and hold a flame to be able to see.
All right, so what'd you roll? 24. So you shimmy down, holding the rope. You kind of rappel down. You're a ranger. You're good at stuff like this.
Yeah.
You make it to the bottom.
How far down am I?
50 feet. It's not insanely deep.
Oh, okay. Do I see anything around me?
Funny, you should mention that.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh no. Hold on.
I have a map.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. 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 Hold on, everyone. Everyone chill. Nobody freak out.
So this is what I see, huh?
Yep.
What is that?
It's some weird monolith.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you begin walking around. These people aren't here yet. These are all you guys. But you begin walking around. This is what you can see from here.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. It moves.
I'm fixing stuff.
It moves.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
But yeah, if you look up, It's dark. Watcha! You can jump. It's actually kind of cool.
50.
It's very much like early access feel,
Yeah.
but this is still pretty cool.
No, that's cool though. And Jacob, what application is this?
This is called Dungeon Alchemist.
Hmm.
It's like $50 on Steam.
Nice. Unpaid advertisement. We're not getting paid for that.
Yeah, we're not getting paid.
All right. I mean, you guys can do stuff for a sec.
Okay. Who's going next?
It's safe down here. I shout.
I'll go.
Okay. I need you to make an acrobatics check.
With advantage.
No. Yes? Why would you... Wait.
I'm just kidding. I was just hoping.
Sometimes I forget everything your sword can do.
That's not one of them.
Could have really pulled it off there.
I tried. 19.
Okay. So you make it down. You land next to Cirrus.
Hello.
Actually, so this is Cirrus right here. And then that's
Oh.
Zygon.
God.
God.
Spot on.
He's so scary.
Yeah, this is technically Animus. Because there
looks-
isn't this. This is technically Thia.
What?
And this is Anzu, which I don't need this model anymore. But other than that, these are just the generic models they
You know,
have.
you
so
got
far.
us really good there.
Yeah.
Looks very similar.
Yeah, thank you. This is the whole 5 models they have. This one is technically not even a character model. This is an NPC model. I mean, they just added this feature, so.
Yeah.
Looks sick.
Okay. It'll be good when we get into combat, because then I can show you line of sight and stuff. All right. Who's next?
I'll go.
Zygon's up. Acrobatics check. Go.
$12.
12. Okay, so as you're going, Zygon, your foot slips out from under you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Gonna use a lucky.
Okay. They're good to have.
18.
18. You successfully right yourself and eventually make it down into the hole.
We made it.
Yay, everybody's here. All right. And now it's Animus's turn.
Son of a bitch.
Make an acrobatics check.
I'm adding guidance. Not good. No. No. That's gonna be a 10.
10. As you're going, you slip, and you have to try and catch yourself. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You catch yourself, and you slide down the rope,
Let's go.
avoiding rope burn and landing.
Yes.
Vandrel also makes it down. All right, so we will be using one perspective for this, so you guys can decide where you want to go. So you have this weird monolith thing that's moving. It's made of pure black stone, and it rotates every once in a while. It looks like it's pointing somewhere.
Want to touch it?
You want to touch it? Okay, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Dang it.
That's a 6.
A 6. You take... You take 15 points of psychic damage.
Noise.
As you reach out to touch it, you feel just this this ear-shattering scream inside your head, but there's no sound outside of your mind.
Don't touch it.
It's a very Anzu.
That was very Anzu moment. Yeah, I agree with Thea.
It's like he never left.
So Vandal looks at all of you. Okay. Well, this is as far as anyone's ever gotten. So,
What?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, as far as we know, we've sent people down here before, but they haven't reported back.
I mean, that
So
was
we don't know where we're going from here?
Not exactly, no.
Oh, great.
In my
Okay.
experience, you always turn left. That way you'll never get lost.
So if you guys look to your left, you see there is a hallway.
I start walking down that way.
Okay.
I trust the ranger.
that's our ranger.
All right. So you guys begin going this way.
Are you jumping?
Yeah, you can jump.
I missed all of what you were explaining when I was trying to set up. So.
Okay. So yeah, you begin going this way, and you get to this junction.
Interesting.
I follow the left wall. I should not be the one doing this. I'm just gonna put that out there.
No, you're doing a great
You
job,
exactly
Cirrus.
who should be doing
You're
Cirrus, I
the
need you to make a
perfect-
dexterity saving throw.
Who else but the ranger?
Who is? What's the order here? Just so I know the order.
I'll be
It's
right
Cirrus,
behind him.
Thea, Vandal will go in between you two, and then I'm assuming Zygon's in the back. Yeah, that's what I thought. Zygon always brings up the rear.
Yeah,
always.
always.
Loves the
Yeah.
ranger.
15 on that. Jacob.
15. So as you're walking down this hall, you hear a clicking noise,
Oh no.
and
Did we check
coming
the
from
traps?
this wall is a bunch of spikes that begin to go at you, and you narrowly jump out of the way before they slam in, and then they retract back.
Jacob, I
Yes.
would like to cast Find Traps.
Okay. You do so. What's the range on it?
120.
Within 120 feet of you, there are two in front of you, one on your right and one on your left.
All right, everybody. On our left, we have a trap, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Coming up, we have a trap on our right and our left. We should try to avoid those.
I'm glad he's on our side.
And he said that he wasn't the one to do this.
Well,
Where's the second trap? The one on the right?
There's two in front of you, one on the right, one on the left.
Can you disarm them, Ranger?
that is not in my job description.
All right, we will get our rogue.
If only we had some sort of rogue or
If
something.
only our rogue was able to disarm some traps for us. Thea.
Wow. You think I'm a rogue? I'm honored.
Braun taught you pretty well. I'm not, you
The
know.
disarm traps? Maybe.
I believe in you.
Do I know? Do I need to look for traps first?
Cirrus can point out where they are. One is on this door.
Oh,
I try to disarm the trap.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay. I mean, that's not the worst.
Are any of the traps magical?
Not that you can tell. This temple is pretty old.
While they're doing that, I'm going to detect magic as a ritual.
Okay.
15.
15. So Thea, you come up to this door and you begin looking around it, and you see that the this knocker here, that there is a line running through it, and you gently raise up the knocker, and you hear the trap disarm.
Eyes on a rogue.
that's
That's our rogue.
Jeez Louise.
Hell yeah.
It
Um,
started.
Are there any other traps?
There's two more down the original hallway that you guys were in, and then there was one on the left.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the one on the left.
Okay, so you come back through here. Begin looking through here. There's a trap right here on the floor.
Can I figure out how... Birdie, you are so loud. Yeah.
Roll a sleight of hand check. Check that out, guys. Off,
Then about
on,
shit.
off, on, off, on, off, on.
Almost like it's a light switch.
Yeah, but it's fire.
That's an off.
This
on.
one's not so good. It's a 13.
13. So you get close to it, and you see that this is a pitfall trap. So once you hit the tripwire, it was going to slide out. So you pull it, and as you do, you kind of lose your balance, and you begin to fall into the pitfall trap, and you can see spikes just pointing up at you. But you catch yourself along the wall, and then you slowly shimmy up the wall to the other side.
Okay.
So now you are over here.
Does Vandril know where we're going, or is she just as blind?
She knows the general area around the temple. She doesn't know the inside here.
Okay.
That's why we're here. With our ranger and our rogue.
So, Animus, as you cast Detect Magic, you sense that there is something coming in this direction of extreme magical energy.
And our druid. I saved our lives. Maybe not. I'm gonna head. Oh, what kind of magic is it, Jacob? Because detect magic
It
tells
is it is divine magic.
me. Like,
Mhm.
you mean mayhaps like a very extremely powerful divine weapon, or like a very
Perhaps.
extremely powerful divine trap?
Mayhaps.
From
Mayhaps.
Is it like up against the wall, or is it just that direction?
It's this direction.
Because I only can see it in a certain amount of space, in like a certain space.
Yeah. It is such a strong energy that you can detect it.
So it's probably okay. Is it like through the wall? Like, am I detecting it through a wall right now?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, it's pretty deep in. As you can see when I hit the jump
Good
button.
God, Jake,
How
we're
far-
gonna be here for
Whoa.
3 hours if I'm leading.
No, you're a ranger. What are you talking about?
My hand is on the left wall, and I'm continuing that until we break this.
He said it,
That's
so we can't stray
that's
from that.
fine.
We cannot metagame at this point.
You guys started over there.
So Jacob, with my detect magic at first level, I can see. Hold on. So many cards.
So, Thea,
That
as you
looks
begin
like a
walking
field.
along, you see this hallway and this large circular door.
Okay.
Hold on.
That looks important.
Okay.
Can I go investigate it?
All right.
Look for traps.
There are no traps along this way. So,
Okay.
you get to this door, and written amongst the engravings, it looks like a hobbit hole door. I really like this door. Amidst the engravings, you see something written in Gnomish.
I do not speak Gnomish.
Zygon does.
Zygon.
So, Zygon, you come up to the door, and you lift up your eye patch, and you begin reading. The door says, "Balance is the spice of life."
Fucking puzzles, Jacob.
Puzzles!
Now, do I see
Balance.
anything around here that looks like a scale or something?
No, you look around and you just see a large hallway, and then another hallway.
I investigate the door.
Yeah, it is locked.
Okay.
Right.
Wait.
Is there anything on it that's like that I could balance?
Not that you can tell, no.
I
Okay.
stand
Look
on
left.
one leg.
And look right, please.
Left. Right.
Can we put the jar on top of the thing?
You put the jar in front of the door, nothing happens.
What is it? What
No,
does it
not
say?
in front of the door, on the pillar thing, so it matches the one on the
Oh.
other side.
Yeah, that's just aesthetic. That doesn't... You pay no attention to the jar.
Whack.
Why couldn't that have done it? That is whack. I agree.
What is
I
it?
stand on one leg.
You
What?
know we're no good at puzzles.
Captain, what does it say?
I don't know, something about balance and the spice of life.
Jacob,
Balance
what
is the
this?
spice of life.
Oh, it's just that simple.
It's literally
also,
that simple.
my detect magic's 30 feet. Is it within 30 feet, or am I just detecting?
It is beyond this door.
There's something very powerful beyond this door, magically.
Wait, can we look up?
There's a ceiling.
Can we just go over the door?
No, you cannot. There is a ceiling. There, you
No.
cannot go over the
Balance
door.
is the spice of life. This is gonna be so simple when we figure it out. Just as all of the
Well,
puzzles.
maybe we should keep going and we'll find a scale.
Is there like a key? Like, is there actually like a keyhole, or is there like a?
There is on this door, but no. In game, no, there is not
there
a
a
keyhole.
hole or something, or is it just like?
It's just a door.
Can I use knock?
You can try, yeah.
Nah.
Balance is the spice of life. What is balance and what is spice? What is the spice?
Spice, and then I pull out Anzu's bag of spice.
What is
Gnomes
the
love spice.
What is the spice? Is it sweat? Sweat.
And I'm just
has
gonna like
salt
take
in
a
it,
little bit of it and go like,
And you balance.
You pull on pocket sand the door,
yeah.
and
Stop.
nothing happens.
Balance is
Dang.
the spice
So
of
she
life.
thinks that was actually the goblin piss that I had.
Balance.
It was tried.
It's all over her
Oh.
hands now.
Oh, it was a
Jesus.
powder. Dehydrated
Beyond
corn
this
grits.
door. Balance.
Ugh.
is
I mean,
the
what are you guys
spice
trying
of
to do?
What's on the door? Like, is there anything
Open
else
the
on the
door.
door?
No, there's this engraving and then kind of this nice, like, little flowery pattern.
Is the flowery pattern?
Pay no attention to
Cool.
anything aesthetically
It's
in
really
this
hard not
thing.
to pay attention to it when I'm looking at it.
It's
I'm
hard.
sorry,
You
but
really
like,
made this tough for us by giving us a door to look at, Jacob.
well, there, look at this wall.
So if you can explain the door now without looking at the door. No, don't look at that door.
Okay, don't look at the door.
Explain
So it's
to
a
me what-
round door.
Yep.
It's a round door
Yes.
that does not have a keyhole but is locked.
Yes.
It has this elaborate engraving of like trees and like flowers and stuff on it, and then written in Gnomish over the arch of it is "Balance is the spice of life."
If it has a bunch of flowers on it, I mean, it could just be. Can I try to use nature magic on it?
Sure.
Can I use Druidcraft and maybe try to like create like a flower or like something that has?
You make a flower, nothing happens.
It's almost like a gnome was in.
Can I use
Can
Druidcraft
door
on the
be,
door?
like turned?
No, the door. You try and turn it. It's on hinges. It will not rotate.
Can I try to use Druidcraft on the door?
To do what exactly?
I'm just trying to cast Druid. Like, I'm just gonna try to create
You-
some vines through the door.
You create some vines that kind of circle around the door, and then they shrivel away.
Shrivel away.
There was divine magic coming from the door or behind?
Yes,
it?
Behind
And
the door.
Thea, you can feel this, as can Vandrel. Since
Is
you're
it
both
like the actual door or is it behind the door?
behind the door is a lot of divine energy.
There's some very harsh.
What would be like the opposite of divine? And be like
Necromancy, demonic energy, chaos magic.
I could
Um,
try Eldritch
yin and
Blast.
yang.
Can I try to? I don't wanna use this.
Try to Eldritch
Ugh.
Blast the door, Jacob.
Nothing happens.
Does my Eldritch Blast work right now?
It does, but it doesn't do anything to the door.
Okay, I just want to make sure my Eldritch Blast is still working.
And I tap it with my maul.
You tap it, nothing happens.
Why are we so bad at this? Balance.
I'm
Honestly, I
so-
think we gotta keep going and coming back. Like, I don't think we know enough info.
Yeah, let's keep looking.
All right, which way would you like to go?
Clearly, there's something.
Left.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys
True,
get
that's
here?
probably if that's where it is.
Oh, there's another door.
Ah,
there's a
Yeah, we gotta try and
Ah.
open them all at the same time. or something.
Okay. Second one.
All
What
right.
does this one say?
Let's just say.
Captain.
Hang on. This is okay. This this one says a key forged from the noblest pursuits.
What is the noblest pursuit? Knowledge.
Nerd.
I'm just thinking. I
There's
don't
also
know.
a
What's
nice
in
little
there?
fountain over here.
What's in there?
It's water. It's a
Anime,
fountain.
take
Holy
a nap.
water. Somebody bless it.
It's water.
What was
Is
the
there anything in it?
saying on that one?
The saying is a key forged from hang on. Oh wait, hang on. I misread it when I first said it. A key forged from the four noble pursuits.
What? That's a lot of them. Okay.
Maybe there's another door. Maybe there's another door on the next hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, there definitely
Okay.
is.
Let's go left. It's like NASCAR. Wait, what?
There's not supposed to be a door here. But hang on.
I'm so. I wanted to go around the corner, Jacob.
Boom, fixed it. No, there's not a door there. All right, there's another door. Ba, 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 ba.
What does it say?
All right, so this door says, wayward souls need a guide.
I'm a guide. Reindeer.
Who guides souls? What guides souls? Light?
Wayward souls need a guide. No, it would be would that not be the basically death? Like it's like the you know how like death is supposed to, like the incarnation of death is supposed to bring a wayward soul from life and then move it on to the next life.
Sounds like Animus wants to pull
Kill
from the deck many
Animus.
things.
Give me the deck. Give me
No.
the deck. No, give me the deck.
You want to fight it?
No,
Fight about
I'm kidding. Give me the deck.
I would bet a lot of money that there is another door.
There's a third. There's a fourth.
I
door.
don't know.
I don't know. Serious? Do you
5 platinum says there's another door.
There's probably another door. I think we keep going.
5 whole platinum?
The fourth
Are
door.
those
Lions.
lions? Are those lions supposed to be there, Jacob?
What?
Jacob, are those lions important for us?
No, they're aesthetic.
Okay.
I also just like
Damn
them.
it.
This one's name is Tony, and this one's name is
He's really
Reginald.
throwing us off with these.
Tony and Reginald.
Tony the lion. That hurts.
Actually, here, let me do this.
Yeah, that looks bad. I don't know what you were thinking right there.
That's
Yeah,
the spice
Jacob,
of life
geez.
right there.
Balance.
Yay.
Does the door open?
Now it's balanced.
What is this?
All right, so this door reads, devotion is the answer.
Okay, what was the third one?
The third one
souls
was
need a guide.
wayward souls need a guide.
What was the second one?
The second one was a key forged from the four noble pursuits.
First
Can
one was
I
balance.
try
Is
to
balance
do-
like one of the noble pursuits? And whatever this one said is the key?
Can
Is
I
that one
try
of
to
the
do
pursuits?
some religion checks to see if there are any there's any religious iconography I can
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I
get advantage on these?
Can I similarly do this check because
Yeah, I'll let you.
I want to? Because the Raven Queen might be able to help me here.
I just rolled a 60.
Okay.
What was this? Religion. I rolled a 18.
So Vandrel also begins kind of examining this. Well, so the wayward souls need a guide is one of the tenets of my faith.
And what is your faith?
Hang on just a second, let me bring up the name so that I don't get it wrong. So I am a paladin of the Changebringer, Evandra. Close enough.
Evandrel.
It's one of the what of her faith?
It's one of the tenets of her faith. Wayward souls need a guide is basically their call to help or to defeat undead creatures, not as a means of killing them, but as a way of freeing them from their undead status.
Devotion is the answer. So devotion to the Changebringer, maybe? Balance is a spice of life. Could be balance between life and death. But what would the 4 noble pursuits be? Do we get anything from it, Jacob?
Not really. You do know of the Changebringer, and like what her tenets are and how most of the people who follow her faith don't really have temples to her. And that they're more she embodies the traveler and the merchant and the Rolling Stones of the world.
Huh. We're really good at puzzles. Could it be that we move on from here and try to find out other things in the dungeon, or do you think we have to get into these rooms? Or in this room?
I want to get in there.
Right, but like, is there something in the dungeon that's going to help us, or is this something we need to figure out now?
There was a door that you got the
Pass.
trap out of.
Might be worth going there.
We could possibly go back to the door. Thank you. Our ranger will lead us. What a great idea by our ranger.
So this is the room that you guys were in originally.
Yeah.
So you go back through here. Why is that there? That shouldn't be there.
What's that?
It's another knock. Jacob, I want to knock that knocker. Wait, that was the sentence.
So you knock the knocker, nothing happens. That's not supposed
Secret
to be there.
entrance opens in the wall like Harry Potter when a room opens that you
Secret tunnel.
need. Food?
Tunnel.
All right, so you guys are now in a kitchen.
Somebody stole my
Any
sweet roll.
ghosts in here?
There are no ghosts in here, no.
I look for traps.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
I have my magic detect on.
There, you do not detect anything. Let me hang on. Let me see if there is what I want here. There are no traps in this room.
Shout
There are
out.
no traps in this room.
Nice. Let me see.
Wow, that's our rogue.
I would like to search the
Here we
room
go.
for spices.
Oh, look, there's a
Yeah.
scale.
Knowledge. Balance is the
I was
spice
looking
of
for a
life.
scale earlier.
All right, there is a scale in this room.
I'm gonna take it.
Wait, do we try to balance something? What's on the balancer? It's a scale.
There's nothing on it right now. That's how it looks. Also, soup's on.
Is there actual soup?
No, there's not actual soup.
Dang it!
Jacob's really filling our
Can't
minds.
tease me with soup.
Stop teasing. I had this weird clam chowder last night. I just wanted some like tomato bisque or something.
You do notice these jars though. And they are labeled with different things.
Ah, is it as easy as coming into the kitchen and finding things?
Only one of them is labeled. The other, only one of them has a weight labeled to it. So you find a jar, one of these jars, is labeled 32 cups salt.
It's a spice.
That's a lot of salt.
It's a spice of life as well because we have salt in us.
Astute observation.
Cool.
Thank you, Kat.
What are the other labels, Jacob?
It's just a bunch of different labels. Like one of them's cardamom, one of them's cinnamon. None of them have weights associated with them, though.
We have cinnamon in us too.
Okay, what if I put the salt? Or is it too big?
You put the salt on the scale, and it goes whoop and weighs down on one side.
If I pick up one of the other spice jars, is it as
It does
heavy
not
as
move.
the salt? Well, I just want to know, are they like as heavy as the salt, or like they not? But
You put another jar on the other side of the scale, and it does not move.
What if we?
What if I put all the jars?
yeah, I'm thinking, what if we combine jars to figure out how to?
What if I
You combine all the jars, and it still doesn't outweigh the salt.
What if I take a bowl and I put half of the salt in the bowl, and then I put either parts of the salt on
As you
either
try
side?
to remove the lid on the salt jar, it is magically sealed.
All right.
I had detect magic on Jacob.
Yeah.
Can I not dissense this magic?
I mean, I guess there is a little. It's very faint.
Okay.
It's a jar
I
that has a
looked over
magically
it.
sealed
It's
lid.
okay. I looked over it. It was my fault.
It's being overwhelmed by the giant divine energy that's
Is
coming.
there a way to access water in this kitchen?
Balance is the spice of life.
You do see a barrel over here.
What's in the barrel?
Spice.
So as you guys pump the barrel, a bunch of mead begins to come out, and you see that there's a pitcher over near the mead, and you fill it for it is 10 pints of mead.
10 pints of mead. 32.
Okay, can I put it on the other part of the scale?
Yep, it weighs it down a little bit, but they are not balanced.
What if I sit on the scale?
Nothing happens.
Are there more
It
pictures?
doesn't go down at all?
No, there are not more pitchers.
This is magical.
It doesn't go down at all.
This is magical salt. It's so heavy.
Is there any other kind of container I could put meat in?
Not that you know of. Also, the barrel is empty.
Is there something else in the room that could make... What else is in the room? Can I do a check, Jacob?
Make an investigation check.
I will use guidance on myself. That's some good stuff. 23.
23. You begin looking around. There's nothing else that has its weight marked whatsoever. There's a few bottles of wine. There's some ovens, but nothing, no spices that you can find that are labeled or anything of that nature.
Does it
Liquids?
have to be labeled?
No liquids.
Balance is the spice of life.
Ooh, bread. That's a really big loaf of bread. Holy cow.
Do we need to put some blood into the pitcher and balance it out, because life can only be had with blood?
Life finds a way.
Life needs things to live.
It's true.
I don't.
Or to live by.
I guess there's plants. Plants don't have blood. We are so good at puzzles. So good.
So great.
I'm still thrown off by the fact that we don't have Anzu here.
So, but it did go down when I put the meat on the other side.
Yes.
What is that?
I wish this thing actually worked. Like I could put stuff on it and it would. Well, actually, hang on. Let me see.
Imagine.
Oh, giant apple.
Can I go through that pantry door?
Ah, that's fun.
I put an apple.
It does nothing.
Oh.
What's in this dark back room over here by the bread?
Woo-hoo. It's a little pantry with more bread. You also see a giant jug of water that's labeled 2 gallons.
I was looking for water.
There we go.
Can I take the water?
Yes, you take the water and you bring it back in here and you place it on the scale. Do you want to place it with the salt or on the other side?
By the mead.
Okay, so you put it by the mead, and now the salt is outweighed by the
We
mead
put
and the
the
water.
meat on the other side with the salt, and we have the water on the side with this by itself.
And now the salt and the mead outweigh the water.
This is... What else is in that pantry?
Take the meat off completely.
You take the meat off, and they continue to move, but it does look like they're almost balanced.
I drink some of the meat.
As you drink it, the goblet refills.
What?
Well, that's cool.
I drink some of the water.
It refills.
What?
I drink some of the mead as well.
It refills.
I drink more mead. So much mead.
I shouldn't have put mead in the game. Caleb loves mead.
Meat is so good. I haven't had good meat in a while.
Remind me, you said
So it's 32 cups of salt, 2 gallons of water, 10 pints of mead. You guys didn't know you were going to need to do kitchen conversion math, did you?
listen, and I do this shit every day.
So
I don't know. Okay. 2 gallons, you said?
2 gallons of water, 32 cups of salt, and
So they
10
should be
pints of mead. They are balancing. It's just as soon as they get balanced, they unbalance. It seems like you're missing something.
2 gallons of water.
Jacob, is there an extra cup hanging around somewhere?
There is not.
Alright.
But you begin to look around. Let me open this door back up. You begin to look around, and you do see that there is another room.
Another room.
Over here.
What was it?
So you
2
I
gallons.
want to
you
go into
whoosh,
that other
whoosh,
room.
whoosh, 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 whoosh. Hello, Theodore.
Old
My
Teddy.
brother.
Good old.
And look, there's another one of these.
Oh,
Don't touch it.
those things. Oh. Those things we must have to
Oh.
balance out.
I like this painting. This is cool. I like this one.
Is that actually there?
We'll say yes, but it doesn't matter. I just
want-
like it.
I want to take it.
I want to take the painting.
Give me the painting, Jacob.
There's some orange trees in here and a lemon tree.
So
Those are
it's
also not.
Two
But Cirrus, make an investigation check.
2 gallons of water,
2 gallons of water, 32 cups of salt.
Those are the same amount.
cups salt, and what was the last thing? The meat.
10 pints of mead.
10 pints.
16, Jacob.
16. So sitting on one of the plates, you see a large tub full of lard.
Lard.
I grab
Okay, and then on one of the other plates, you see a large, almost like a vase, and it's full of syrup.
I also grab that.
All right, so you carry both of those back.
Close the door behind me because manners.
Manners. So you get back in here. Okay.
I hand it to Thea. Here you go.
Okay.
Both of them?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Thea, you're holding lard and syrup.
That's our ranger. He went out and found more necessary objects for this.
He foraged. This.
He foraged.
So the lard is labeled 2 quarts,
Oh,
and
There's 4 quarts in a gallon.
the syrup is labeled 64 fluid ounces.
I
Which is a
failed
gallon.
this part of
I think, right?
math, whatever this was.
64 fluid ounces.
Right.
So just for the measurements, you have 32 cups of salt,
Lard.
2 quarts of lard, 2 gallons of water, 64 fluid ounces of syrup, and 10 pints of mead.
Take one down, pass it around.
I would like to systematically place them in every possible combination, Jacob.
That's going to take you a while.
What is 2? Jacob, can we please put the salt and the water on one side and the mead,
Okay.
lard, and syrup on the other?
All right. So you do that, and the salt and the water side are outweighed. Or, well, no, they would not be. The salt and the water side outweigh the other side.
Okay.
2 quarts and then
64 fluid ounces of syrup.
Maybe the salt and the water need to be on their own things. Jacob, I put the salt and the water back.
Okay.
I'm not that strong. I don't know if I can actually carry or hold this much.
I mean, 2 gallons of water is like, it could Animus carry 2 milk jugs at the same time?
Yeah, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have done this in metric. I'm not
I-
sure Imperial had been created by this time.
Let's throw the water.
Well, technically,
and
this is a completely
salt.
different universe, so
Water
metric
and
might not even
salt
exist.
Fair
on
point.
either sides again.
Plus, like, the measurement for combat math is done in feet.
oh,
You read.
Okay, I'm gonna put the lard on the same side as the butter, and then the syrup on the same.
They are not balanced.
And then put
They're
the
the same
meat.
amount.
And then put the meat on the same
2
side.
quarts is 64 ounces.
Wait,
Yeah, but-
okay, hang on. What did you say?
I was just gonna take the lard and the syrup and put them on either side.
Yeah, okay, so you guys hear a large boom noise as the scale balances out.
I
We got
knew
one.
all my kitchen work would pay off someday.
And now this is stopped. All right. Well, with you completing puzzle number 1 of the 4,
Yes.
that will be where we end tonight's session.
This
Puzzles.
is gonna be a long one.
This is gonna be a long one.
Oh,
Hey.
that's not even the hardest one, man.
Oh, we know.
Oh, I know.
But hey, I figured one out for once, which I never did. So there's
Very
hope.
proud. Very
What
proud.
was it? It was water and what on one side and what.
So the water and syrup can go on one side and the salt and lard can go on the other because those are the same measurements, just in different units. The mead was a throw off.
Syrup. Cool.
All right, everyone. I want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being here. And thank you to my players, especially Anzu, who is going to make me research an entire new plane of existence.
Woo.
Hey.
Woohoo!
Let's go into.
Yeehaw.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Get us out of here,
Bye.
Caleb.
Goodbye.
Bye.